Yo, what's up world? This is Brui5er, aka Brui5er, back at you yet again with another week of Krump fundamentals. Hope you guys have been practicing, and also dedicating yourself to the craft. This week's topic will be grooves. Grooves are essential for copying the mood of the music and also giving your body a deeper feeling as you move. Grooves also go hand in hand with the bounce. And with that being said, let's cover the bounce as a review, and then we'll get into grooves. Alright, so of course we come here, legs shoulder width apart, now balance point number 1. You want to get that slight bend at the knee. But of course, the bending of the knee is only 1/2 of the bounce. You have to make sure that you engage your upper body so that you can get that full Krump bounce motion. So as you bend this, you kind of hunch over or slouch over and get this here. Alright, this is your bounce. Remember, in our previous classes, we have a bounce here. And of course, bounce point number 2, come here. And bounce point number 3, come here. Alright, we have that. We want to switch the side, so go from this side over. This bounce. Bounce point number 2, here. And then bounce point number 3, here. And then come back to center. And of course, as we cover, we can move forward with this bounce. We can move backwards with this bounce. And also side to side. So as we move, always remaining in the bounce. Alright, good on the review. Let's get into grooves. Now, grooves can come from 2 aspects of the body, your hip area and your shoulders. So of course, it's more difficult for people to move their hips, so we're going to start there just to get you guys going. Alright, so we have our stance here. Everything looks good as far as our balance point goes. Now, as far as your hip goes, imagine someone pulling on your hip and using your body as a whip in the same motion. So as you lift the hip and yank, that's where your groove is going to come from. So you lift your hip, yank motion, it's like your body is being whipped. So if somebody comes and you can groove, 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 groove. We could try it with the other side. So we come here, groove, 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 groove. Try this side again. This is lifting up, groove. Lifting up, groove. That's all that is, that motion here. It's literally like somebody's taking your body and going like this. But pulling at your hip. Here, 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 here. Try with this side. You should be able to feel that whipping motion. Now, of course, if we let that go through our whole body, look more like this. So that whip, here, whip, and whip, here, whip, whip, and whip. You should be able to feel that from your hip coming up to your torso and kind of stopping here right at the shoulders. And of course, we go from balance point number 1, we can go to balance point number 2 and try the same effect. So balance point number 2 here, we can whip our body. That's where the groove is going to come in. So we went from number 1, number 2, can whip. You see that from that side. Now let's try this side. So bounce point number 1 into 2. Then whip the body for your groove. Number 1 to number 2. Whip the body for your groove. Alright? So we can go from balance point number 1 here, groove, step into 2, groove. Okay? Try that side again. Balance point number 1, groove. Step into 2, groove. Let's try it with this side. Balance point number 1, here, groove. 2, groove. Let's try it again. Number 1 here, groove. Balance point number 2, groove. And of course, you have 1, 2, and let's try 3. So we'll go back to 2, step into 3, and then groove. All right. Here again, we can go into 2, 3, and groove. You can kind of imagine that the bounce point number 3 kind of works the same as number 2 when you groove, so you can get the same feel for how the movement goes. So we're going to groove from 1, 2, and 3 on both sides. Here, groove, come over, groove, come back, groove. Okay? Let's try with this side again. You have your groove here, groove, and groove. So essentially, you'll be grooving from this side twice, and then this side once. It's the same, vice versa, each side. So again, from here, groove, bounce point number 2, groove, bounce point number 3, groove. All right? Now, let's try this side. Remember, it's going to work in vice versa. So 2 grooves from this side and 1 groove from this side. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Groove. Groove. We step back, bounce point number 3. Groove. Okay? Let's try this side again. You have groove. 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 And that's grooving from your hips. Now, we're going to get into grooving from our shoulders. Your shoulders are going to make like circular motions. This is easy for you to understand so that you know how you're grooving and what direction your body is grooving in. So as your shoulders move in a circular rotation, you can see how that looks when you're grooving. So let's just try one shoulder for right now. Imagine your shoulder is making a circle or an orbit, maybe around like the earth. So here, imagine your shoulder being like a basketball or in the shape of a sphere. You have that circular motion. Okay? It can either go like this, or it can go like this. Or your groove can go there. Try this side, your groove can go there. Try it on this motion as well. Groove, 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 groove. It's not just your shoulders, it's also using your chest and making sure all of those are working in one motion. Because of course, looking like this, you're not really grooving. You want to incorporate your chest as well, so maybe have your chest out, back in, you have your out, in, you have your out, in, out, in, out, in. Remember, try to imagine your shoulders moving in a circular motion, going this way or going this way. So now let's try some combinations of hips and shoulders with grooving. So we're going to use our stomp, scoop stomp here. That's going to trigger our hip motion here and then move the shoulders. Okay, so we have scoop stomp here, groove, and then groove there. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8. Here, stomp, woo, here. Okay, one more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. Stomp, groove, groove. Let's try it with this side. So of course that we can get that balance. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Scoop, groove, groove. 5, 6, 7, 8. Stomp, groove, groove. Okay, simple enough. All right, let's try scoop stomp, groove here, chest pop, then groove. Okay. Again, scoop stomp, groove, chest pop, groove. All right. to try the same thing with the other side as well. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Stomp, groove, chest pop, groove. 5, 6, 7, 8. Stomp, groove, chest pop, groove. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. Stomp, groove, chest pop, groove. Now let's try it with this other side. 5, 6, 7, 8. Stomp, groove, chest pop, groove. 5, 6, 7, 8. Stomp, groove, chest pop, groove. One more time for safe measure. 5, 6, 7, 8. Stomp, groove, chest pop, groove. So now you use your scoop stomp, your groove from the hip. You've added in some chest work and also the groove from your shoulders. All right, so now we're going to try your scoop stomp, grooving from the hip, chest pop, groove from the shoulders, and then a jab. Bear with me. Let's get it. Let's get it together. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's try it slowly. Scoop, here, groove, chest pop, groove, jab. Remember, your jab is going to go out, snatch back in. Let's try it slowly again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Scoop, groove, chest pop, groove, jab. All right, let's try this side again, a little bit faster. 5, 6, 7, 8. Scoop, groove, chest pop, groove, jab. Now, let's try it with this side for safe measure. So, of course, we're going to start with our stomp, groove, chest pop, groove, jab. 5, 6, 7, 8. Scoop stomp, groove, chest pop, groove, jab. Let's try that a little bit faster. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Here, stomp, groove, chest pop, groove, jab. And that's your scoop stomp, your hip with groove, your chest pop, groove at the shoulders, and your jab. All right, now that you have those sequences, of course, class wouldn't be right unless I demonstrate it with real time on music. Everybody, so today we covered grooving from the hips and the shoulders. Make sure that you watch this video time and time again, just in case you need a playback to go over everything that we covered. This is Brui5er, aka Brui5er, signing out. Catch you next week.